So, know your rights when you're questioned by a police officer. This applies if you're stopped on the street. This applies if a police officer shows up at your house or your business. This applies if you're walking down the street and a police officer stops you. You have to know your rights, right? And a police officer can ask for identification, right? A police officer can ask you to identify yourself if you're driving down the street. If a police officer has any suspicion, just a scintilla of evidence, and any suspicion that a crime has occurred and you're in the area, they can actually ask you to identify yourself, right? There's some rights that we give up, right? Some rights that we give up because we want to live in a society that's governed by laws. And the best advice I can give you when a police officer questions you, there's really three things that I'm going to tell you, okay? One is be kind, be normal, be reasonable. Most police officers are decent people. They're not trying to put you in the jail. They don't have a preconceived notion that you've committed a crime unless someone's seen you and pointed you out and you're like, that dude committed a crime. Generally, they're pretty chill. And so if you be chill, they'll match your energy, right? Hey man, I'm super chill. What's up? Like, what do you want from me? You know, what's the deal? Why are you questioning me? Like, is there some issue going on? Well, identify yourself. Well, whoa, wait. I'd be happy to do so. I'd be happy to cooperate with you, be happy to do so. Why do you want me to identify myself though? What, is there an issue? Right? That's exactly what I would say to a police officer, right? And then just listen to them. Look, man, there's a crime just afoot, and they said a guy in a light blue shirt did it, and he's got a beard, and he's an old dude, and he looks kind of like you, kind of big. All right, well, here's my doggone driver's license. I mean, whatever, you know, like, okay, I guess that's enough, you know, whatever, man. I mean, it's okay to identify yourself. After that, though, number two is don't say anything else. Don't tell them where you've been. Don't tell them where you're coming from. Don't tell them where you're going. Don't tell them what your business is. Again, all those kinds of questions are questions that you don't have to answer, okay? And again, you can do it very chill. Well, where are you going? Well, man, that's not really any of your business. Sorry, I'm not going to answer that question. Where are you coming from? Again, another not any of your business question. If there's some issue that you need me to, that you need to question me for and I'm under arrest, let me know. Which gets to my third one. Am I free to go? Listen, it's chill. I was over there at a buddy's house. I'm getting ready to go home. Okay, that's cool. I just went and had a cup of coffee with a friend. I'm headed to my car over there to go back to work, right? Whatever the case may be, right? You can share some of these issues, right? My suggestion to you is that you measure whether or not your little ass is in trouble and whether or not you need to say something or you don't need to say something, right? But the point is that you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. You can only share as much information as you need, right? You only share as much information as will make the police officer let you go and leave you alone, right? Hey, this is where I'm going. That's what I'm doing. I'm over here for a real reason. All right, chill, take off. Now, if it escalates past that, right? If it escalates past you just sharing very general information. I was over there, I'm going over here. I'm going to the house. What were you doing here? Man, that's my business. Let's say you went somewhere that you didn't really want to tell the cop. Maybe it's 11 o'clock in the morning, you just went and had a few drinks. And you don't want to tell the police officer that. You're going to grab an Uber and go home, right? You're not going to commit any crime by driving intoxicated, but you don't really want to share with a police officer that you've had a couple of drinks at 11 o'clock in the morning because it's been a terrible day for you, right? So you can say, look, man, I was over there doing a thing, and now I'm going to that Uber over there, and I'm leaving. Well, what were you doing over there? Man, I'm not going to tell you that. It's none of your business. I'm a free person. I'm a professional. It's none of your business. I'm going home. And at that point, if the officer continues to question you, the third part is just ask if you're able to leave. Look, man, can I go? Am I free to go? Can I go to the Uber, man? My Uber's going to be over there in the corner. I'd like to go over there. Am I free to go over there? Here's a key point. If you're not free to go, then you are under arrest for constitutional purposes, period. If you're not free to leave, if the officer has detained you, that detention, as far as the Constitution of the United States is concerned, is the exact same as an arrest. If an officer doesn't allow you to leave, you're arrested for constitutional purposes. And the good thing about that is that all the stuff that comes along, all the rights that come along with being arrested, immediately are available to you. The right to remain silent, the right to be represented by an attorney, the right not to be questioned about what you're doing and have to answer those questions. You just don't have to cooperate at that point. And if you've been up to some no good, if you've been up to some nonsense and you get stopped, just shut up and take your medicine. Literally just put your hands out and be like, look, man, am I free to go? You arrest me if I'm not, and if I'm not, I'm gonna walk away. And that's that. I mean, that's what's important, right? You can't You can't negotiate your freedom and your liberty on the side of the road. Are your rights being violated? Have you done something that may have some criminal liability, but you don't know or don't think it does? Those are all situations, those are all moments that need to be addressed in a courtroom or with a lawyer and the police officer, not there on the side of the road. If you begin to defend yourself, if you begin to explain yourself right there on the side of the road with a police officer, you're probably going to get in some pretty doggone terrible trouble. And so chill out, be kind. You can get arrested and be chill about it. You can go to the jail and be chill about it. People get arrested all the time for stuff they didn't do. It happens all the time. Take your little medicine, let the thing happen, go to the jail, call your family, call an attorney, move forward with a criminal defense attorney. Again, be kind, be reasonable, be chill. Don't say anything. Say just as little as you have to move away from the police officer. If you get the sense that the guy, the police officer, lady or man is not going to let you go, number 3, just ask, hey, am I free to go? Am I free to go at this time? And if you're not, be like, well, then I guess I'm under arrest and I have nothing else to say to you. Nothing at all. That's the key. I'm either free to go or I'm not. And if I'm not free to go, then I'm under arrest and I have nothing else to say. Let's go. Look, these are difficult times, these are difficult moments, these are difficult situations. If you find yourself in this situation, which you probably have because you're watching my video, that's what you need to do, okay? And you need to pick up the phone and call the Ambo Law Firm. You need to call us and let us walk with you through this process. Let us walk next to you and frankly stand in front of you and take the heat in this process so that we can get you through with the least amount of harm possible. If you need us today, if you need a criminal defense attorney, give us a call today at the Ambo Law Firm. We're here to help.